Hey, Southwest Junior High. This is AMI Day 23. We're going to skip the first question that's on our AMI packet and focus on the second question. So we have two stacks of styrofoam cups. And we're going to look at this picture below. One stack has 6 cups and its height is 15 centimeters. The other stack has 12 cups and its height is 23 centimeters. Fill in the table below to help answer this question. How many cups are needed for a stack with a height of 50 centimeters? And it has a sentence frame. One needs blank cups for a stack with a height of 50 centimeters. So what you'll need to do is you're going to fill out the rest of this height column by finding the difference here. So 15 and 23, the difference here is 8. So we're going to keep adding 8 down through this column. And when we do that, we're not going to get exactly 50 centimeters. I wish we would, but we're not. So we're going to have to do a little math to figure that out. And so I'm going to do a sample problem to kind of show you a problem like this that has a table and finding when a number is not exactly on the table like we would like it to be. So let's do one with Sam. And Sam wants to take his video game player on a car trip. He realized that he forgot to charge the batteries last night, and at that point, he plugged in his device. He wonders how long it will take to charge the battery to 78%. He feels like this will be enough battery to last him the trip. So first we're going to do is find the rate of change. We're going to find what is changing in our Y column, our output, and what is changing in our X column, the input. So let's do that first. So here you can see a change from 32 to 38, it is adding 6. And I like to see that it's being a constant rate of change and see if it's the same. So 38 to 44, it is changing by 6. And 44 to 50, it is changing by 6. All right, let's look in our X column. So the difference between 10 and 15 is adding 5. From 15 to 20 is adding 5. There's a really bad add sign. And then 20 to 25 is adding 5. So now we can calculate our rate of change. And so our rate of change, I'm going to scroll up, talk about the rate of change down here. The change in Y we said was 6. So 6, and then our change in X was 5. So 6 divided by 5. If I do 6 divided by 5 in a calculator, I get 1.2. So for every minute, the percent is changing by 1.2. So I'm going to take that in a minute and use it. First, let's continue our table. Right here, we're going to keep going with this table. So if we're going up by 5, we're going to go this by 5. So that's 30. And this is 35. That's 40. 5 more is 45. And then 50. Let's see if that gets us enough. And then this column is going up by 6. So 50 plus 56 is 56. And then plus 6 more is 62. And add 6 more, it gives me 68. Add 6 to that, it gives me 74. And then that 74 plus 6 gives me 80. And I'm trying to get 78. And so I think that every 1 minute it's 1.2%. If I work backwards here, right? If I go back 1 minus 1, 2, if I go minus 1.2, and I go back here by minus 1, that means that this will be 49 minutes. And if I do 80 minus 1.2, 80 minus 1.2, I get 80 minus 1.2, 78.8. 78.8 and 49, I'll take 49 to get 78.8%. That's the percentage I was needing. I just took my unit rate and going back till I got to the number I needed. I could have taken 74 and added 1.2 and added 1 over here, make 46, and keep doing that till I got 78. But I thought it's closer just to move backwards 1.2, and I got 78.8 as my answer, so that when I could fill in my sentence frame, it will take 49 minutes to get 78% battery. So looking back at this question for today, you will have to do the same thing. Find the rate of change, the change in y and change in x, or find the unit rate or the rate of change and use that to go up until you get to 50 or go back until you get to 50. Depends on how far you do your table. All right. Hope that helps, Southwest, and I hope you have a great day.